Welcome back, guys. You know who it is, SimFBallCritic. You may not know who this is, but you guys have been waiting to hear from him or what have you. This is John White, senior designer for Madden NFL football, Madden NFL 17. He's one of the guys, well, one of the main guys working on CFM. So before we get started, I'll let him tell you guys a little bit about himself, and then I'll ask some questions.
Yeah, John White, lead designer on franchise mode for Madden NFL 17.
There you have it. So, all right, guys, what's the first question? Everybody wants to know, what is the big news or the new and brand new things that we can expect to see this year in CFM?
Yeah, I mean, some of the big stuff, play the moment is huge. It really can change how you play your franchise. You can really get through a whole season in one weekend and, in a game, 15, 20 minutes. That really changes how you'll play the mode. It's really exciting. And it came out a lot better than I even thought it would. It's really a game changer, and it's something I'm really excited about. We've done a lot more to game planning as well. So you now have an offensive and a defensive game plan that you choose each week, and it's based on your opponent's tendencies that gets defaulted to, and of course you can change it to something else if you want. It actually has a tangible impact to the game that week, which is something we really wanted to get, a tie from the training that you do that week to the game. And on top of that, we have a lot of the community requests, like practice squads and full player editing and bottom line score ticker. Those are three of the really big ones that we wanted to get in this year, and I'm really proud of all that stuff.
All right, and a lot of guys have been asking as far as injuries. I know I definitely like the fact that guys can get injured. You can bring them back with the big decisions. But some of these guys are asking, how does the injury system actually work? Is there any difference underneath as far as injuries itself, or did you guys add new injuries or anything like that?
Yeah, so we've been tuning injuries to try to mimic more real-life statistics that we've seen. So on top of that, the way the big decisions injury system works is your player will get injuries out for a few weeks, and then you will get prompted at some point during that time to whether you want to play him with the lingering injury or not. And based on the type of injury he had, determines the type of attributes or ratings that get impacted if you try to bring him back early. So a guy gets hurt in the leg, he's going to be hit on speed and those types of things, where different other body parts have different types of impacts. So it's really cool, and it gives another way of you making that decision. Like if you're trying to go for the playoffs and you need this guy in, and you're going to take that risk, like the Cowboys did last year with Romo, it's happened all over the NFL history.
Now, will the design, as far as them being able to come back and get re-injured, will it always result in, if they get re-injured, is it going to be more of a season-ending injury, or could it be, he's going to be out another 6 weeks, or delay his health coming back?
Yeah, it really depends on what the impact was and what chance triggered. So it normally will put him out for a while, though. You're not going to get like a game injury when you get hurt while having a lingering injury. It's going to be a multi-game injury.
Makes sense. All right, I guess the other question is, I know you guys did a whole lot centered around, the training aspect. I know it's one of my favorites because I felt like it was a little mundane the way it was. What was kind of the thought process with allowing guys to do specific trainings based on tendencies and things of that nature?
So, there are a lot of, the new system really improves on a lot of things that we've had in the past. So, being able to choose one or two drills each week, really, it's two drills. So it's something that you can do each week and it doesn't feel like too much to do. Right. Plus, we wanted to make sure each game plan had an in-game component because it's fun to get in there and learn about these football concepts that, and make your game better, as you progress through the season. And getting that in-game tie as well was really important to us. And having the tendency information was important to us, and we've streamlined it too to make it so you can play your drills back to back. You don't have to keep loading in and out of the menus. You can just set it up, load in, rock and roll with them, and then load back out. And it feels a lot better, a lot smoother. And we wanted to make sure it was a great experience because it is something you do every week.
Right. Can you speak a little bit about the focus players? Like, obviously I know how it works, but trying to answer some of these questions for these guys.
Yeah, so focus players, we know a lot of people use game prep to try to target certain players, and we wanted to keep that. and make it a little bit easier to use as well, so you can really target the guys you want. So each week you have 3 guys that you can focus on, and what that means is based on their dev trait, they will get XP boost for that week. It defaults to your top 3 drafted rookies, and you can change that, and it'll remember your settings week to week, and it will reset at the beginning of each season after the draft. But once you set it, you don't have to change it, but you can change it each week if you want to.
All right, only 2 more questions, and I'm letting you guys know that I know I'm not asking all the questions. It's late. We're all tired. The shop is actually going to do an interview as well, so look out for his video. He'll probably ask some more questions. But 2 more questions. One would be, I do the same thing to Rex. I always ask about something that everyone is asking about that's not in the game and trying to educate them because we know why. But can you kind of talk about the challenges you guys have with trying to give us an actual draft board and redesigning the draft process itself? Because these guys need to understand that. We try to tell them, but obviously you would be able to tell them better.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the features that we add each year, franchise is a very complicated system. There's all these systems working together, and every time we add something to it, it messes everything up. So we have to go back in, retune it, and get everything set up right. And so that's why you get the features that you get each year. But it's something that's important to us, and I'll definitely foresee it coming in some future installment at some point. But it's definitely high on our list of things we want to add. But the things we got in this year, I'm really proud of them, and I think it really will make your franchise experience that much better.
Absolutely. And the last question I have for you is there anything that you really wanted to go after in 17, you just was unable to get it this year, that could be on your radar in the near future?
There's a lot of features that we have a long list. I mean, we've shown you guys this list, but it's everything you guys have ever asked for is in this list, and it's a matter is determining us of getting the priorities and getting it together, what we think is going to be the most impactful for the game that year. Right. And all the usual suspects you asked me about, they're on that list, and we want all of them because we want this. We want our game to be the best franchise mode out there, and we think we made this year some really great strides in that department. And I think we surpassed other games in certain areas. So the mode's just a lot more fun this year, and we're really excited about the additions we did get. But if you want me to name names, formation subs is high on the list. I mean, everyone wants that. The draft board is high on the list. Import draft class. I mean, these are all the things that we hear, really strong from the community. But we want to get them in too.
All right, guys. So just like with Rex, y'all are used to me and Rex's interviews. These guys are passionate. It takes time. We try to tell you, but I can't tell you any better than the devs. But they want the same thing. So last and final piece of the interview, anything else you want to say to the community in regards to this game or what you guys are doing in general with CFM?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to stress that we play the mode just like all you guys play the mode. So we want it to be awesome. All the things that you tell us about, they're great ideas, and they're things that we want too, because we sit and we play it every year too.
Exactly.
So we love hearing their feedback, and you guys are what helps us get out tweaks and tuning updates throughout the year. So make sure you keep providing that feedback. We really appreciate it.
There you go, guys. Like I said, I know I didn't ask all the questions. Look out for Shop's interview. Read John's blogs. They're very detailed. I've already done videos on those as well. So that's going to do it, guys. That's John White. I am SimFBallCritic, and we're signing out. Peace.
Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.